Oshli Golapo Hot Siayaya Hot de Ashad Thomas Williams Tid Sta Opsi Tabu Sta STOH-BAY-OH-SAHL Williams Alti Duf Lushootseed Ati Dus Ugwasalik. Good afternoon. My name is Thomas Williams. My Indian name is STOH-BAY-OH-SAHL. I am a Lushootseed language teacher at the Tulalip Lushootseed language department. Today I am with Stephanie Colty and a group of individuals out here.
Stephanie Colty Seeds. Hello, my name is Stephanie Colty. I am a citizen of the Lushootseed Indian tribe. Today we were gathering stinging nettles so we could learn how to make a pesto. It's part of a nonprofit that I founded, which is called Indigenous Beginnings, with a mission to bring culture to the people. This nonprofit is available and free for anyone who wants to learn about ways to keep our culture intact and alive. And even if you're not tribal, you can still learn why it's so important for Indigenous people to keep cumulative traditional culture knowledge, inherent knowledge, and it's always being added to. So allies are an important piece of that, so that way they understand why we are working so hard to keep it alive.
The way we say stinging nettle and Lushootseed is you'll always notice that purple tip on the top. Today we're harvesting stinger nettle so that we can make some stinger nettle pesto. So we like to harvest the stinger nettles because of the medicinal purposes. One of the big things in it is it's really great for your joints. So if anyone's experiencing any arthritis or anything like that, the fibers in it send medicine straight to your joints and help your bones out. Right now they're probably about 4 to 5 inches tall, and you know, kind of like the rattlesnake, when it's a baby, it's really, really potent. And the older the snake gets, it loses that potency. With stinger nettle, when they're fresh, when they're so small and new, they pack the most medicine and the most medicinal purposes. The way we do it is we cut them about an inch off the ground. So, you know, we're leaving about an inch or two in the ground, root still in the ground and all, and that'll allow it to continue to grow throughout the summer season. So today we're going to replace a basil pesto with the stinger nettle. We're going to have to boil some hot water and then put the stinger nettles in there for about 2 minutes and then take them out and strain them. Just get some of that water out of there. And right now, if we touch them, they'll still sting us. But after we blanch them for a couple minutes, then we could use our bare hands and all of the stinging components goes away.
Okay, we're gonna go on.
Jeez, these cherry blossoms are looking beautiful. I am using the mortar to pound the pine nuts. We don't need a lot, so we're just not too much at all. Just got the bottom full here. So let's chop some of the nettles. Studs. So we blanched the nettles, we strained them really good, squeezed as much liquid out of them as we could. Now we are just trying to chop it up as fine as we can. So they say the stem's not bad, it just takes longer to cut. We could use a processor, food processor. It ends up being like a little more like runny, but you can use less olive oil and not have to worry about it being less runny. Start with the pine nuts, garlic. Yeah, then you slowly add in olive oil. And then the cheese is the last thing you put in. So pine nuts, stinger nettle. This should be fun. For this, so this is 4 cups. I'm gonna do 4 of them. There's a lot of recipes for these, and the only thing that that was really measured in any of them was the olive oil. Because if you wanna like just use it as a spread, then you don't want it runny, so you just use less olive oil. And if you want it for like your noodles, which we have some noodles we're gonna boil, you can use more olive oil.
Smells really good.
Steph, can you grab I have a lemon in my bag right there.
You're gonna want to add some lemon to it, and then you got your olive oil to get a little bit of that, and then start helping the mixing and consistency process.
We're old nowadays, we need our stuff. More olive oil?
A little bit more of the pine nuts. Right there. So this is something that's nice about the recipe as you go. You know, when you feel like the consistency is not what you want it, you can add.
Good on garlic though.
Yeah, oh yeah. Add some lemon. And that's just to help keep the green color. Citric acid. Add basil leaf.
This is basil, fresh basil.
So it helps out with the consistency of the pesto, and it's not a necessity really. You could not add it, but it's kind of a personal preference when you want to add just a little of the basil flavoring to it, because your traditional pesto is made out of basil, you know, and stuff like that, and your pine nuts, garlic, lemon, olive oil.
So when you guys bring your nettles home, just make sure that the main thing is if you don't end up doing it all tonight, that you just blanch it at least, and then you can freeze them like that. Looks good. We better try it. I think you're good on this.
You don't need all of it. Just hold up that much, a spoonful, and it spreads out pretty well.
Always use scraps, so you won't
And the water you blanch the stinger nettles in, you boil your noodles with it. I just want to say thank you to Stephanie Colty for having the Indigenous beginnings. It has been really great to be able to work in a program like this where they're drawing Indigenous people out to come and rediscover things that our ancestors used to do. It's a good thing. It's a good thing going, so I'm grateful to be here.